Here I am. So Shed Wars is, I know I've mentioned a few times that Shed Wars is a global gardening collaboration with farmers of all sizes, from people who grow inside apartments without outside spaces at all, to people who have huge spreads all over the place. And it's just amazing how much of your own food you can grow once you learn how to do it, and how you can do it regardless of how big or small your space is. You can grow something. Shed Wars is about people helping people learn how to grow food. Well, and one of the requirements for my Shed Wars 21 videos is that I try to teach somebody something about gardening. Well, I'm a pretty new gardener, so I don't have a whole lot to teach people yet. But what I can do is share with you what I learn as I go. And that's kind of I'm gonna start focusing more on that as I'm shooting these videos. It's really the best way I can share my journey with you. I do not have any kind of expertise in any kind of gardening. The thing I have grown the longest are herbs, and I started growing herbs probably around 2008 or 2009, somewhere in there. And I started just growing on a balcony and in my kitchen windows. Shed Wars is supposed to be about what we learn and what we can teach other people. So I am just in the learning stage myself when it comes to gardening. This is now, I think, the 3rd or 4th year that I've had this bush. 3rd, I think. The 2nd year, it didn't flower at all, and I found out that it was because I trimmed it at the wrong time. So apparently what I want to do is trim it right now when it's finished flowering, and it's definitely finished flowering. And then all of these nice long branches here should put out some flowers next year. But I want to trim it. I want to trim it above where I find little bulbs here that are starting for next year. I want to trim off where I have those buds, because those are going to be where I flower next year. I could trim up a little further up these and shape it a little bit. At least this is what I'm thinking from what I read last year. And then now, like with this one here, and I'm not sure, I can't really see what you're looking at, but you can see that my flower is right here, right where it came out of those buds. And then the next one down, I've got some more buds. And so I'm assuming that I want to cut this off like right here. So I hope that's right, or I don't know, do I want to just trim these flowers off? Maybe I'll try just trimming the flowers off. And we'll see what happens next year, because I don't really know. If somebody does know, they can tell me. Oh, look, ants. Now, when it comes to this bottom part, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that I want to clear out some of this undergrowth and have it come up more like that one does, because I like having the little space underneath to do things with. So that's my next step, is to trim off some of this lower branches. So that is all trimmed up, I'm ready for next year. So this lilac is just flowering, and it's just got one branch flowering on it this year as well. So I'm not going to trim too much of this at the top, but I am going to trim some of that down at the bottom because I want to open up some space down there. So once that finishes flowering, I will do that. I am just a beginning gardener, and I certainly don't know much, so I'm always welcome for any kind of tips and hints that you can give me that will help my garden succeed. Have yourself a fantastic day. Oh yes, subscribe. You should subscribe to my channel. We have fun and we laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh.